Yo, what's up, everybody? Super two. Okay, back with part two new review for this Thursday morning for y'all, man. Okay, I probably do know the tragic news, out of Birmingham to where a 3-year-old boy had died in a hot car. Okay, they said that the 3-year-old boy that was Katerius Sparks. So his 3-year-old boy had died in the car. So it happened off of Pine Tree Drive area. And so they said that they said the boy had left in the hot car around I think around 12:30 p.m. until 5:30 p.m. to where the boy had died. And 12 I think the father had did a type of news saying that he lost his son, due to him, see, I think I think he left his son in the car, for that long because it'd be too hot outside, so it'd be too hot until where like if you leave a kid in the car that long, means that things can happen to your child, means that child had, suffered some heat stroke or something until the boy had died in the car. And but I feel this is tragic news, man. To the family out there, and I say not to Birmingham to where the 3-year-old boy had died, and I say that he stroke in the accident to where I think he died. So I believe the boy was in the base seat strapped or somewhere in base street, basically to where he suffered some heat strokes and how he died. And but I don't know. I feel that parents should be careful about leaving their child in the car that, I said for that long because your child can suffer heat stroke or anything. Because I think it be too hot. I don't know if so. I think the state has the highest heat advisory, her nature where once you get hot, it's over that long mistake you can pass out. I mean, I feel the boy had passed out and died, and but I don't know. I feel like people should be careful. I believe in your child in the car, for that. I say over 20 hours or 5 hours, 10 hours, at least because your child can suffer type of heat stroke, man. But yeah, man, I'm sure y'all do a clip of y'all something. Share, like, comment, subscribe, peace. I'm out here. Take care and peace.
This has been a really difficult day in terms of terrible stories involving children. This story is also heartbreaking. We have just confirmed a 3-year-old boy found dead in a hot car was in DHR custody and was in the care of a contract provider company called Covenant Services when he was left in the car for hours. Birmingham police now investigating Katerius Sparks Jr.'s death.
Your reporter, Bria Chapman, has been on top of this story from the very beginning with his family this morning as they were learning all of this news. I'm live at 5 with you now on more. Bria.
Yeah, Jonathan and Sarah, I spoke to both the biological family and the foster family of little Katerius Sparks Jr. Now, Sparks usually visits with his dad every Tuesday, and now these families tell me they are heartbroken, and they don't understand how something like this happens. His dad telling me this morning he didn't know Tuesday morning would be the last time he'd see his son alive. Katerius Sparks Sr. has visitation with his son, like I mentioned, every Tuesday at the DHR location in Bessemer. Now, they usually wrap up around 11:30. He says that is when someone with Covenant Services, a provider that DHR contracts with, he usually gives his son to that person at the DHR location for him to be taken back to daycare. But yesterday, sadly, that did not happen. When his foster mom arrived at daycare, Katerius Sparks was not there. And instead, the Jefferson County Coroner's Office found out he was left inside a hot car on Pine Tree Drive from 12:30, sadly, until 5:30. Now his family is devastated, and they want to know, how did something like this happen?
And words can't even express how I feel right now. Soon as the time I leave, my son, first thing he say, Dad, I want to go with you when we leave. And that really hurt me. Like, he said this every time I see him on the visit. Dad, I want to go with you. I said, don't worry, son. You'll be with me soon.
We went to the theme parks. He had a blast. He was in the swimming pool. We just had a great time as a family. We just got back Friday. We were all looking forward to him growing up and being a part of his family. And he's just gone.
Yeah, both families say they cannot believe their beloved KJ is gone. Now, we did ask DHR for a response. They tell me again that the child was with a contract provider when this incident occurred.
Okay, y'all, back to the video about the whole death of I said 3-year-old boy, that I think had car, out of Birmingham. Okay, I discovered that this boy was with the contractor called DHR contractor, to where they had, trying I think get the boy, I guess ride with them. So I guess the boy had died in a hot car. So I don't know. I feel like these people. I think this company um was I don't know. I think the whole DHR contractor had let the boy and have coffee alone. But I feel like the father felt kind of sad into it if his son had died, and but I couldn't imagine losing my own daughter to her being dead, dead, like that in her college. That I wanna take my daughter out of college, that man. But I feel like parents should be careful about just leaving that child in high comfort alone, because things can happen to where a child can be hot, sweaty, and things can turn bad, tragic, man. But I feel like it's a so I read somewhere to where DHR is over the children, so I guess the people had trying, I think have they I think had the father son out there ride with them, and things kind of went bad. How the whole thing went tragic wrong, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like this the 3-year boy had died in a hot car, man. So I don't know. I wish this shit had let it the boy out of hot car for real, or just I think have to let I don't know. I think they should I think have to let the window down in the car. So where the car can have I think cool heat or something, cool air in there. But I feel like the child died instantly. But so I pass out P two. Um, the boy who died in a hot car. So, Michelle, like, come and try peace. I'm out here to kill in peace.